And the river still shines and shimmers in the light as it did in our grandfather's day, when they rode all night to fish in the morning and lived in Willapa Bay.
We're gonna determine the order. I think all our contestants are here. Thank you for contributing to the continual enjoyment of the evening. Thank you for coming to enjoy the evening. And this is, but I've got the contestants here, and we need to choose a random order of them. And perhaps Erica, you could write this down for us. This is the order we'll choose them, and I need a volunteer to choose some names out of the hat. This is our order. First up tonight will be Meezie Hermansen. I can't read this one. That's my own handwriting. It's Todd Waterfield. Todd's up next. To number 3, Shannon Zellerhoff is number 3. And number 4 is Nels Urse. Doug Rhodes follows Nels. Astoria's own Tom Hilton will follow that one. He's writing this down. Will Hornyak's going to be our penultimate reader tonight. Moe Bowstern is going to finish us up. So, and we also need 5 judges tonight. And we need 5 judges. It may be hard to find, but we need 5 judges, none of whom know any of those people. So they have to be impartial judges. And if you're willing to do that, it's great. If you'd raise your hand, Erica's going to bring you a clipboard and perhaps a pen to. Okay. Thank you. We've got a girl. Yeah, we got a judge on the right, if you like. A couple on the left, if you'd like, Erica. Then spread them around, if you would.
You can only raise your hand if you have a pen or pencil in your pocket
Now, shoot. Yeah, now the judges, if I have the judges' attention then, please. We're going to read your score anonymously, so you don't have to tell anybody what the score is. And I'm not going to look at you and say, okay, we're going to judge from 0 to 5. And 5 is the best score and 0 is the worst. So I'll look around and I'll see those numbers, and we can use decimals if you insist, but it'd be a lot easier on everybody if you just made a decision. And if you would write large and legibly, I can see that through this kind of dark, you know how it sometimes is, but I'm not going to look at you and call the name. So if you don't care for a version and you need to give it a 2 or something like that, that's okay. And I'm not be looking at you and go, oh, a 2 right there. We're just going, okay, well, we got a 2, and so we're not going to know who it is. If you write with that black pen that Erica perhaps has given you, it'll be easier for us to read it up here. There's only one. On our kit, there's supposed to be lots of them. That's a pocket knife. Here's something here. Here's another one. Everybody's equipped? Thank you very much. Okay, so then we take a practice run. This is a practice run so the judges can get a practice in, a pre-season, and we need a poem to judge. We need a poem to judge, and so, well, I have one here, so I'll read that. And let's see, that'll be a problem. I probably shouldn't be doing the. I don't want. You don't want me to know what you think of my poem. So, Jay is going to come up here, and he'll do the scoring, and he'll read the scores out. Jay and I just explained to everybody, you don't look right at them and name the score. That's so there's some anonymity to the scoring. But we have 5 judges out there who are going to give us a score. Erica perhaps will be able to keep track of those and do the arithmetic. Okay. Okay, so I'll turn my back while you give the scores. Your job is going to be to gather the scores from our judges. Okay, judges, are you ready? All right, this is the poem.
Physically, you have to go out there?
No. Judges, hold your, if you'd hold your blank scoreboards up there. There's 1, 2, there's 3 of 5. There's 4 of 5, and there's, so there's 2 there and 3 in around there.
Am I supposed to be able to see their score?
Yeah, you'll see their scores because they're going to write in big letters.
Okay.
All right. Okay, here's the poem. Your attention. Dawn cracks. Bristol Bay, a silver sheet. Skiff cuts through the engine's rhythmic beat. Nets unfurl like dreams cast out to sea. A silent vigil waiting patiently. Salmon surge, a crimson-finned ballet gliding cold where currents ebb and sway. Sun ignites the peaks, a glacial crown, as tangled silver jewels the nets drape down. Salt spray stings, hands chapped by wind and tide. Muscles ache, but hearts with purpose ride. The catch hauled in, a glistening prize, life from death beneath Alaskan skies. Back to shore, the day's hard labor done. Sunlight fades, a starlit curtain drawn. Set net sleep, awaiting the tide's embrace. Bristol Bay whispers a timeless, wild embrace. So, if you... No, not yet. No. Okay, so if you would just score that on a 0 to 5 scale, Jay's going to take the scores down. I'm going to turn my back.
I'm supposed to write these down?
Erica's going to write them down.
Okay. 4. 5. 4. 6. 3.
I got 4.
Did you already put yours up?
Yeah.
I got it.
4, 5. Do you have 3? Yeah, I think that's right.
All right, ready? All right, we're going to do it a little faster when it's real time. One thing we're going to do is, I should have done this, I remember now to do this, is we'll ask the judges at the same time to hold their cards up. Judges, are you ready? All right, on 3, we'll hold them up and we'll get them up. And then hold it up and keep it up until all 5 scores are in. Okay, so then we do the quick arithmetic, the average of 5 scores, add them up, divide them by 5.
I didn't have a calculator working over there. Millennial. Jay, no. Okay. I was a communication.
Make it official.
You're gonna make it official. Action 4.
Average is 4. Well, thank you. That's very nice of you. The what? Yeah, the goal of the practice one is just to give you other judges a sense of where the baseline is. It's for that basis. That poem, by the way, was written by ChatGPT. So if you got a 4 right there, this could be the last FisherPoets Gathering. Whatever we got from here on, it's got to be better than a 4. Or it needs to be, that's our goal. All right, well, then we're off to the races. Thank you, Jay. That's all we need from us. Our first contestant then, Meezie Hermansen.
My life has been shaped by salmon, by the wind in the waves, the salt in the sprays, the sand on the beach and the sou'wester's reach, by shimmering scales and sightings of whales, and anchors and buoys and corks and leads, kings and silvers and pinks and reds. My life has been shaped by salmon. My life has been shaped by salmon, by cook inlet tides and bumpy skiff rides, the seagulls' calls, those early morning sets, water hauls and plugged fall nets, slickers and hip boots and days in the sun, mug-ups and grub-ups and meals on the run, by cribbage games and pilot bread, Kenai Peninsula's watersheds. My life has been shaped by salmon. My life has been shaped by salmon, by shackles of mesh and running lines and mending needles and mending twine, the swells that roll on and people now gone, by seasons ever shrinking, by regulatory inking, which leaves me to ponder what happens up yonder to a life that was shaped by salmon. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Meezie. All right, judges, if you give us your score, and on 3 here, you'll raise your scores, and I'm going to go from this side to the other just so I can see them. But if they all come up right now, 1, 2, 3, our scores, okay. 4 1 time. That's hard to read.
Oh my God.
Okay, I got it. Okay.
Yeah.
We got some wise guys out there. You got a score? Yeah, scores are proper. Ladies and gentlemen, Ms. Meezie Hermansen is in the lead with a nice even score of 4. 4 points. Thank you very much. Erica, do we have who's next?
We have Todd. Todd Walker on.
Come on up, Todd. Give us a go. Thank you very much.
Thing too. Oh, it doesn't move. Burger Day number 7. For centuries, mariners have plied the seas. Some whaling folk, some trading teas. They've circled round this great big earth and seen the world birth by birth. They've sailed in peace and during war, spent half their lives far from shore. But half their lives they've left at home. Perhaps not the half that warrant poems, but half indeed they all miss. Long lazy days, a lover's kiss, a life when pressed, they must admit, beats holy hell out of any ship. So it was when they stepped aboard, this half of life that they looked toward, and the days on ship they'd soon forget. For signing on they now regret, but cope and endure the best they can until the day they return to land. Each mariner has a special trick for marking time upon their trip, for making small the days ahead to reach that life they'd live instead. Some tricks are smart and others thick. Some mark their days and use toothpicks. Some whittle notches above their bed. Some count the ports they make instead. Some measure tours in packs of smokes, yet others count in cans of Cokes. For us who sail the tanker trade, we count our time in burger days. Each Saturday upon our hitch, we advance our clock one sandwich. Lettuce, pickles, cheese, and bun. 4 more burgers till I'm done. Thank you.
Thanks, Todd, for joining us. Okay, judges, you ready? On 3, 1, 2, 3. All right. Into the calculator she goes. All right, Todd, take second place right now with 3.72. Todd, thank you very much. Next up,
We have Shannon.
Shannon Zellerhoff, joining us from the high seas in Deming, Washington. Shannon, you're by? I wonder if Shannon knows that she's won this contest. She's entered. Well, we'll go to the next one, and maybe I don't know what the rules say about when she shows up late.
We got Nels. Nels Yuri.
You'll take it.
You want to take it now? Well, no, but you got to take Shannon's place if you're going to take a place. That's the rules. All right, Jay Speakman in for Shannon Zellerhoff.
All right. Well, I was out and now I'm back in. Okay. The Bait Bagger Blues. Hard aground in Lobster Town, forecast calls for snow. Brother's going down to Mexico, asked me if I want to go. But brother, I say I'm working the Daisy May with Captain Hake. Old Captain Hake, he does the hauling. Me, I take care of the bait. The dude's a stick of dynamite, real short fuse. He's got a reputation. He's hell on crew. 4 o'clock in the morning, roll out of bed, searching around for something to soothe this aching head. Weatherman on the radio, yanking my chain. Whistle buoy's been moaning all night, calling out my name. As if I need reminding of my reluctant rendezvous with that old grinding feeling, the Bait Bagger Blues. Hauling off on the ridges about 20 miles from land, trying to keep pace, spraying my face, I am not your happy man. Staring into the bait stand, bait juice soaking up my sleeves, all these tiny eyeballs staring back at me. Feeling a little queasy on this poor man's pleasure cruise. Let me down easy, Cap. I got the Bait Bagger Blues. Feel like I'm losing my grip. Gotta leave this place. I tell him I'm gonna quit. Captain just laughs in my face. Hake's had too much coffee. Got us headed offshore. Hey man, turn this thing around. I can't take this anymore. Used to be a free man, do anything I choose. Now I'm back here at this bait stand, all snarled up in the bait bagger blues. We're talking about them old ramshackle, redfish poison, bone weary, 40 fathoms, slack jawed, bilge water, weather beaten, down and dirty, bait bagger blues.
Thank you, Jay. All right, 1, 2, 3, judges up. All right, we got a new leader, 4.78, Jay Speakman.
Nels, Yuri now, and Doug Rhodes on deck.
Nels, Yuri, you're up. Doug Rhodes, you're on deck.
Okay, I gotta be honest with everyone before I read this poem. I am a greenhorn this year, and thank you, when I heard a slam poetry, I thought you were actually supposed to get really salty. Didn't realize, and then I looked up what slam poetry was. And so this poem is titled Outsiders. How common for people to declare, "Where the hell is Neknak? You live out there?" It's overcrowded in June when summer workers arrive. An ambitious aura fills air, angsty and alive. Neknak's wild in the summer, ask anyone. Locals don't find the debauchery as fun. Stolen fire trucks, head stabs and hit and runs, inebriated delirium. Drunken beer runs, bar fights and boatyards don't help its case. How strange it must be to live in a lawless place. It's madness in summer, so people perceive it as this. 10 months of the year, always dismissed. I can't wait to leave this hellhole. Yeah, we can't wait for you to leave too. You see, it goes both ways. Another summer we must get through. They come into the village to reap reward, taking the profits elsewhere, always leaving in hordes. This place sucks, I can't afford a case of beer. You jack up the costs and price gouge us here. Newsflash, buddy, it's this expensive all the time. Talk's cheap, not life here, one finds. Some believe Neknak became only for their fishing reason, but community exists here outside salmon season. Outsiders and locals have interesting affairs. The relationship changes, once known you care. Showing kindness and humility, you will be embraced. Pull up a bar chair. We'll make some space. Hypocritical I was, now bitter I may seem. Because an outsider I was, now local I be. So remember this as you enter fishing communities, to treat them with respect and dignity. For each place has foundations older than industry there. These lessons from Neknak I humbly share.
Thank you, Nels. Thank you, Nels. Judges, 1, 2, 3. We respectfully ask the judges to put nothing but numbers on those cards, all right?
I don't know, that's pretty good.
I had to write that into the rules now. new second place finisher, Nelson, with 4.3. Thank you very much, Nels. All right, Doug is up, and who's on deck? Will Hornyak on deck.
Okay. I wrote this poem. I've got a boat I've had for about 35 years, and I got a kind of a special relationship with a critter on my boat there. This is called Kindred Spirits. I saw a spider spinning his web. Man, it looked like a pain in the ass. Right in front of my pilot house window by the wiper motor up next to the glass. And I began to really think about this bug as he struggled to untangle a moth. And I realized that we've got a lot in common. We're both cut from the very same cloth. I started making some comparisons between the spider's web and my gill nets and jotted down some of my observations while drifting in between sets. He anchors the corner of his gear to make it all fish better. I don't know if he has a drift permit card or not, but technically he's a set netter. He works his web all summer like us until the fall weather shuts him down. His gear is fishing 24/7, and he never needs to run to town. He hangs his web in nothing flat and puts it anywhere he chooses. His meshes are always hung just right. I don't know what kind of knots he uses. He doesn't worry about closures. Coast Guard regulations cause him no fear. I think his web is monofilament, so Christ, he's even using illegal gear. He's the fastest picker you'll ever see when mosquitoes show up in swarms. I tell my deckhand, that's how you do it. He says, yeah, but the dude has 8 arms. He's always building a new net. Most people would call him loco, but he spins web even better than Osada, Momoy, or Yoroko. Sometimes you'll see them with their webs set one right after another, but they always give themselves at least a net length. They never seem to cork each other. He works his gear rain or shine, and he does it all with elation. Every gill netter should watch a spider as a source of inspiration. So when I see a spider web on my boat, I just smile and let it be, because I'd never mess with a fellow gill netter out of professional courtesy.
Thank you, Doug. Okay, judges 1, 2, and 3. I can do that one. All right, well, it's going to be hard to beat. All right, that's a 5er. Yeah. All right, Will, you're up. Who's on deck?
I flipped it. It's Tom's up. Will's on deck.
What do the rules say?
I don't know. It says Tom Hilton, number 5. So, counselor.
I'm not a counselor, I'm gill netter.
Tom Hilton, local.
Is this mic working? Because that mic's got too much energy going on. I mean, that Doug Rhodes guy, man, he's every year. I'm going to go with a little sympathy then. This one's for John Campbell, because he was my inspiration behind this one. Kill my boat puller. Where is he now? He missed the flight. Says he ain't drunk, he got laid last night. Kill my boat puller. Kill my boat puller. Open the door, boat frickin' stinks. Dishes piled 8 high in the sink. Ah, shit. Can I start over? Hi, I'm Tom. I'm a little distracted tonight. I got a lot of stuff going on in between these ears here. He says, all right, let's start this over. Okay, where is he now? I missed a flight. Kill my boat puller. Kill my boat puller. Says he ain't drunk, he got laid last night. Kill my boat puller. Kill my boat puller. Open the cabin door. Boat frickin' stinks. Dishes piled 8 high in the sink. Kill my boat puller. Hatch full of gurry. Windows ain't washed. Town ain't that big, but he's always lost. Kill my boat puller. I see he's been shopping. Filet mignon. Dirty clothes everywhere. I ain't his mom. Kill my boat puller. No ice in the cooler. Beer's getting warm. When I get a hold of him, he'll wish he'd never been born. Kill my boat puller. He's driving me crazy. I'm losing my mind. It's time to go fishing. Untie the lines. Searched every cubby hole and whorehouse in town. Can't find him anywhere. He's nowhere to be found. My boat puller. Maybe he fell overboard. Maybe he drowned. C-I-L-L. Kill my boat puller. There he is. The last place I'd find him. He's in the stern all coked up and ready to start grinding. He says, hey, Skip, I need a draw. Got me some child support, alimony, and some trouble with the law. I know if I do, that'll be the last time I sees him till he comes looking for a boat pulling job next salmon season. C-I-L-L. Kill my boat puller. Thank you very much. I know I'm not going to be Doug with his. Maybe Hornyak will have that. I'm looking for sympathy points now.
Thank you, Tom. All right, judges, 1, 2, 3.
I'm a very powerful man, Meezie. I'm sorry.
All right, still a respectable 3.4 for Tom Hilton. Thank you very much, Tom. Will, you're up, thank you. And Moe's on deck.
Late in the season, just me and Norm, the old Swede, set netting for silvers on the muddy banks of the Nushagak. Pulled in a big, bright 20-pounder flopping on the bank. I pulled out my club to relieve its misery, and Norm said, don't do that. That boy's old, he's probably smart. Let's keep him alive, take him home, and teach him tricks or something. I said, what? Norm said, hey, it's worth a try. It was late in the season. We brought him home, kept him alive in a rain barrel out by the cabin. Every day Norm would feed him worms from the compost pile, but one day as the fish slithered up to grab the worms, Norm grabbed the fish, pulled him out of the rain barrel, put him on the grass and said, come here, boy. He slithered right over. Norm kept doing that, moved him back a little bit every day till he was coming at us from 20 feet away. And now every night, Norm would go to the rain barrel while the fish was asleep and empty a few cups of water out of it. Because you see, he's so smart, if you teach him gradually, he might learn how to breathe air. I said, what? Norm said, it's worth yeah. Well, after 3 weeks, he was living in 5 inches of water in the rain barrel, and now every day, Norm pulled him out of the rain barrel and put him on the grass where he lived for 10 minutes a day beneath the sprinkler. One day, Norm said, come on, get up, boy. The fish jumped up, balanced itself on its tail, and started walking over to Norm to get those worms. And I said, Norm, you got a walking fish. And Norm said, oh, he ain't walking that good, but for a silver, it's not bad. You know, I got an idea, which was a dangerous thing for Norm to have. You know what we ought to do with that fish? Take him fishing. I said, what? Norm said, hey, it's worth, who'd know more about fishing than a big old fish? Well, we took him down to the boat. He stood up in the prow and just rocked back and forth. He loved going fishing. We took him every day. But one day a big swell came in, rocked the boat, the poor thing lost his balance. Whoa, poosh, into the Nushagak, and Norm said, uh-oh, I think he forgot how to swim. Sure enough, he was at the bottom of the Nush looking at us with a terrified expression. I dove in, swam down, grabbed the fish, got up, gave him to Norm, but the poor thing had been underwater a long time and would have died, but Norm knew mouth-to-gill resuscitation. Brought him back to life. We spent the rest of our season teaching that crazy silver how to swim. Every day we go to the rain barrel. He lived out there beneath the sprinkler. We'd put him into the rain barrel, add a few cups of water. By the last day of our vacation, he could swim moderately well. We brought him down to the Nush. Old Norm petted his head and said, good fish, good boy. He let him slide out of his arms into the Nushagak, and away he swam. That was the last time Norm or I ever saw that fish. That was the last day of our season. But I want you to know, yes, that is the truest story a Bristol Bay fisherman will probably ever tell you. Thank you very much.
All right, judges, on three. 1, 2, 3.
And Moe, what's up? 4.9, can't quite get that.
4.9 for Will. That's pretty good. Okay, Mo, finish this off there. Moe Bowstern, Portland, Oregon.
I was living in Chicago in the 90s when Mark Smith started poetry slams. I got to see him at the Green Mill and meet Ira Glass. And so this is in the spirit of those kind of poetry slams, which is a little different. In the spring of 1948, the Columbia River flood submerged Vanport, Oregon's second largest city, displacing 40,000 people. In 1957, a dam was put in at the Dalles, flooding Celilo Falls. This is called Packing to Get Ready for Fisher Poets During All the Wars of 2024. Ed Edmo is alive, and he will be performing in Portland on Monday. Just a note to calm you. Celilo, Celilo, where did you go? Celilo, Celilo, why don't you flow? 1,500 decades, fishing year by year, 15,000 years in silence. Now we're here. Celilo, Celilo, where did you go? Celilo, Celilo, why don't you flow? Who says genocide starts abroad? Genocide starts at home. Celilo, Celilo, where did you go? I need some water. Celilo, Celilo, just ask Ed Edmo. Ed Edmo, our brother, he was gonna be a fisherman, standing on the platforms in the falls of Enchiwana, fishing with his brother, fishing with his dad. A living handed down from his great all the way back 10,000 years, grandfathers. All the way back 15,000 years, grandmothers. Cutting salmon, drying salmon, cooking salmon, sharing salmon, trading salmon, 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 salmon. 500 generations up and down the river. Celilo, Celilo, where did you go? Celilo, Celilo, just ask Ed Edmo. He was gonna be a fisherman. Genocide starts at home. He was gonna be a fisherman. Genocide starts at home. Army Corps of Engineers blew up the falls. Army Corps of Engineers put in the dam. We have electricity. We have cheap power. Cook my food, electric stove. Read my book, electric lights. Everything lit up, no matter the hour. Salilo, Salilo, that's where you go. Illuminate our days and nights and regulate the river flow. Salilo, Salilo, Ed Edmo got to dip a toe. Our fellow fisher poet. What a mercy, what grace when he joins us on the stage. What belonging, what place we hold for sorrow, joy, and rage. Because even as the falls are silent, poetry thunders on. The earth it changes, I'm not compliant. Genocide starts at home.
Thank you, Mo. Thanks for bringing Ed to us, too. All right, judges, you ready? 1, 2, 3. You may wonder what's at stake here tonight. Okay, we gotta do some figuring out. Oh yeah, well that's right. We had Nadja Miniatus here. All right.
4.5 average for Mo.
All right, we got 4.5 for Mo. That's some pretty good scoring, and I think all of them beat Chat GPT tonight. So congratulations, humans. So, Erica, what would you like to present? Erica has got this year's prize right here, and would like to present it to our winner tonight, Doug Rhodes. Come on up.
We all get a lot of free t-shirts and bags and things these years. So yesterday, Amanda and I decided we need to get more creative. So I did a craft project this morning. And I would like to bestow on you your medallion of...
Thanks for coming. Thanks, judges, for participating. Thanks, everybody, for joining us. And carry on. We'll see you again tomorrow. Thanks so much.
Well, it's good night, Joe. Guess we've had us a time. Wore a hole through them cards and you took my last dime. But you ain't beat me yet. You've had plenty of time. Ain't there nothing two old fools can't do? Better get on your way. There's a breeze blowing easterly. You're a slowpoke and it's no joke. You ain't what you used to be. Those clouds on the moon make it harder than hell to see, and you know it's a long way to go. And it's good night, Joe. Don't forget to put plenty of coal on the fire.
Okay, thank you so much for talking with us today about the Fisher Poets Gathering. We really appreciate your stopping. Can I ask your names and where you're from?
Christine.
And Phil.
From Portland.
Yeah.
And is this your first time at the Poets Gathering?
No, it's our third time. Third time at the Poets.
Okay.
Before COVID and this one.
So if you're here 3 times, you really enjoyed it.
Yeah.
It's motivated you to come back. What is it you've super enjoyed about it?
Oh, the variety.
The variety, yeah. There's some of the artists you want to hear longer, and yet 15 minutes, and then you're on to kind of somebody else, and the songs and the poetry and the prose, and some of it's very heartwarming, and some of it's just funny.
Yeah. exactly that.
Okay, I know we only had performances last night that you probably went to. We haven't seen tonight's yet, but for what you've seen so far this year, what was your favorite?
Oh, I couldn't do that.
Yeah, it's such a variety.
It's the immersive experience, and there's such heart from each of those that are presenting, and it's such an honor and privilege to be in the audience. So we're loving all of it.
Oh my gosh, you were the perfect people to interview. So you said that so beautifully. So, tips for anybody coming in, or anything you want to tell them to lure them in?
You can't go wrong with any of the venues. Just pick one, and I don't know.
And you can always get up and walk at any time, and it's so welcoming here in Astoria, and it's a perfect spot. And it's small. It feels like intimate encounter, being able to hear these such personal stories, and then you get to mill around and see faces that look familiar and new faces, and you just come. You're gonna love it.
You know what? It's been my privilege to talk with the two of you. Thank you so much for your time.